region's massive investment needs and provide essential public services to its people. While a multitude of challenges still lie ahead, ADB is committed to working with its partners for a more equitable, poverty-free future, where the bounty of new prosperity is shared by all. The Asian Development Bank, working in partnership with communities, governments, civil society, and other development partners, ADB is making a difference. In this time of growing prosperity, the goal of ending abject poverty in Asia and the Pacific is within our reach. Let's work together to achieve it in her lifetime.
Okay, thank you. Did anyone recognize the E-Trike?
Yes.
No. Yellow vehicle. That was certainly here in the Philippines. I don't know Rita. Where are the shots? I think she's disappeared now. So what we're going to try, what I'm going to try and do in the next half an hour is to link all these sectors. And ICT, as you've seen in some of the pictures, it is in infrastructure, it is in environment, it is in education, it is in health, it is in water. It's all over. So there's lots of opportunity. You can work in the sector, in the thematic area that interests you. Some of what we call sectors stand out, and when we started this partnership in November, I went out to the sectoral experts, what we had on communities of practice, and searching for champions and areas with great interest. And for transport, they were really interested. There's a lot of great work there being done in ICT. I go home every night and I get into the car or try and make a decision on whether I take the MRT or not, and then whether I go down EDSA or C5. And there's an app that tells you, and it saves me time on a daily basis. That's the sort of time-saving device that helps us in our daily work. Lots of interesting areas to work. Okay, John, so let's see if we can explore some of those sectors. So if this is okay, if we go to adb.org, there's a group of headings across here, of which I think the next one is project sectors of the. John, let's go to that. So these are the areas the main areas that we work in. And if you go down in any of those, and we'll have a look at where are we going? Let's have a look at the ICT. Can we have a bit of Philippine expertise? John, would you like to come across here? Perhaps do a bit less damage. John's been living in Singapore. It's obviously life's a lot easier than that. Sectors and themes.
Okay. When you move off it.
Yeah,
Maybe you can click it.
Okay, just leave it there. Which one do you want to go to, Chris?
I want to go, if you click on that, it should take you to another web page.
Oh. There you go.
Right.
Administers.
Okay.
It opens a new window, maybe. There.
Is that what it's doing?
Yeah.
It's the same one.
Behind these.
It goes to the same page.
All right. So can we come down then? And does it have under here a list of those sectors? Okay. So these are those.
We were there.
No wonder. I've actually been to this page.
Between the ADB and Microsoft, you're in good hands.
There's
Feeling confident.
There's great reasons to have fun. Right, do you want to go, John, to IT? Is IT in there?
I'm afraid to look.
Yeah, this should be let's scroll down a bit.
Here it is.
There we go. Let's try it. And you can choose
Yay.
any. That launches another page, and any of these launch pages, and they all tell you what's our operational plan. What are we doing in that area? And then it will give you examples of projects that we're working on, and it will give you examples of things we're doing. So, are we in ICT?
Yes, we are.
Let's come down. At the bottom of this page, there's a few examples of things that we're doing. Gives you the information in that sector. ICT working in other areas. So if you click on those, it will show you ITC. I don't want to click, please.
Don't click, okay.
Yeah, in the other sectors. And at the bottom, there's some project examples, and there's some videos at the bottom. And there's one great video, which I saw last night, which was, where are the videos? Let's go back up again until we hear it. Go to one of these, let's see. The education, try agriculture. Let's see what we can do. It'll load up and it will show you the project in agriculture. Let's go to the bottom of it and see if there's any videos. Okay. Let's hit the videos there. And you can look at project descriptions. The ADB and the technical people, we look at the finance, the status of that project. If you're a development expert, you look at different things. Okay, I want to look at this one. And these are all our videos are up on YouTube.
Right.
Yep. And this is the type of application that is developed for an agricultural support project.
Guangxi region produces most of the sugar cane in China. Farmer Lin Chengzun grows cane and sells it to the local sugar manufacturer. He always gets a better price if he can sell the crop quickly while the sugar cane is still fresh. But the local factory can only process a limited amount of sugar cane. Mr. Lin used to have to wait in a long line with other farmers, watching their produce rotting away for hours, sometimes even days. But that was before the electronic revolution came to his province. Now Mr. Lin cuts the sugar only when he receives a short message from the factory, telling him how much cane they want and when they want it. In the factory's control room, the purchasing manager runs a database of thousands of farmers in the area. The factory installed the system with help from the local telecommunications company and a small amount of investment. The local government in Guangxi is using telecommunication facilities as accessible and profitable tools for the area's residents, especially those in rural areas. In his factory, Yimin Zhang makes combs out of buffalo horn. He is a typical beneficiary of these efforts. The local telecommunication companies provide free internet access to the villagers in this area.
Within a week, after they helped me put up information about the combs on the website, I got my biggest order, 5,000 pieces.
Mr. Chen and Mr. Yi are only two of the farmers who have benefited from the information superhighway projects in their areas, where tens of thousands more could tell their own stories about their road out of poverty.
We're fortunate today to have one of our other partners from Erie, the International Rice Research Institute, which is also based here in the Philippines. Duncan, if you could say a few words about what you're actually doing on the IT side.
Thanks. Hi everybody, I'm Duncan McIntosh from the International Rice Research Institute, Erie. Some of you may have heard about the hackathon we did last year, the biggest. Anybody here in the room heard of the biggest hackathon? The biggest, of course, the Gala for Rice, where we invited developers to come out to Los Banos and Laguna. We're a long-term partner of the Asian Development Bank, who support us, thanks to the ADB. We're a partner of Microsoft, and we use their products. Last year it was very successful for us. We had almost 100 of you guys out in Los Banos, hacking away over the weekend to develop apps for rice farmers.
The winners
Hello. Right there, can you stand up?
That's at the air.
Maybe you could let people know a bit later on what you did. It was such a great success for us that we're doing it again this year on August 10 and 11. Bigger and better than last year, more applications. And as you saw there, I mean, the applications are really, the whole idea of the hackathon is to develop applications aimed to help everybody involved in the rice sector in the Philippines. So they range from applications developed on usually an HTML5 basis platform for farmers, for the technical people alongside farmers, right through to the milling industry and all of those working around rice farmers. So the sort of information that you're seeing up there on the screen gives you the bigger picture, but the hackathon that we'll have on August 10 and 11 will really give you an opportunity to focus in on a specific application or development that you could provide to farmers. An example of the ones that we're doing now, we have already available in the Philippines. If you think of rice farmers as having literally thousands of children, because each individual rice plant is a child, and they have to nurture and take care of that rice plant. What the farmer needs is nutrition for the rice plant, support and care for the rice plant, and all of that can be provided just like an application in the health or medical industry. It can be provided through an application to the farmer. And there's some of the ideas that we're looking for from everyone here. So we really are very interested to talk to everyone today about what we're doing in August and to try to get a community such as this involved in what we're doing. So I'm going to stop there.
Okay, thank you very much, Duncan. As you see, somebody who's passionate about one of the sectors, and I'm sitting here in the middle making people up. I'll let you guess which sector I'm an expert in, and a little bit more about than some of the others. So, could we go on with the next slide? Let's see where we're doing. See if we can get closer to some of the actual specific challenges and ideas that you may be working with. Okay, let's roll on from there. There we go, we're rolling on. Yeah. What we did last November is to go out to some of the communities of practice, to some of our partners, the Global Shapers here, the youth, civil society groups, just to test out where there was the most interest, and that were our philosophy was that where there's the most interest, there's the most opportunity. 7 sectors came back very quickly, and we honed in on those to give some examples, and that's all they are, they're examples. There's a lot more sectors out there. There are specialist